Killer fish. Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. How are you guys doing? You are indeed first today, Neo. You put in a respectable effort to be first today. We are back. More oxygen not included. We are going to go colonize the teleport asteroid with Bionic Duplicants. That is very much the goal. So let's head on over and see what we got. Yep, music is on. Should roll over at night. Yes. I believe these cool steam beds have finally sorted themselves out. Oh god, we have a lot of skill points to do. Let's do that quickly. While we're here, give everyone more skills. Hope you're having a pleasant day. It's been a pretty pleasant day for me. It's nice weather in the UK at the moment. Camilla's 64 morale. This is the strength of Mushroom Quiche. Yeah. That's good. Now I don't have to feel guilty about skilling everyone up. So here's one thing I noticed, actually, about the Bionic Duplicants. I noticed this a while ago. This mid-tier skill is the exact same skill for all three things. Isn't that kind of lame? I was just thinking about that. Right, I'll get the other booster slot. That's fine. That's what we'll start doing. I think it was definitely the correct move to prioritize the athletics first. Yeah, you can have schematics as well. I'm not sure how many more suit boosters or suit wearing boosters I want to make. I don't think I want to make that many. But yeah, if we got Mushroom Quiche, we can skill everyone up in or everything that would be even slightly useful. I think this should be absolutely fine at this point. George can have building level 3, finally. We do have access to training, that's good. I should probably adjust hats at some point. We don't need all these hats anymore. Dehydrated Mushroom Quiche, right. Why? Why would we dehydrate it? We've got a functional freezer. Are you saying so we can send it over to space? Is that the plan? We haven't really messed around with the dehydrator that much. Is that a building that you use a lot, Neo? I don't know many people who use it. Because of all the downsides. You probably didn't need researching, that's fine. Okay, Quantum Zari, I think you're full. I don't think you would even get a tangential benefit from any of these now. So, I think every dupe that we're actually just completely locking out should have a special hat, but I don't know. I'll think about it later. Red, you could have pyrotechnics. We'll want pyrotechnics eventually, surely. Maybe. Booster processing for Sonya. We have multiple Sonyas, we have multiple ultis. We need some names on these Bionic Duplicants. That's definitely a thing. Lots of free boosters. Right, so the other thing is, right? You got a grilling and a researching booster. What's the situation? I don't think we quite have one guy of each type. You have 3 suit training boosters? I'll leave some for the rest of us. Okay, let's speed up again. If I recall correctly, it was actually dehydrated bush quiche as my main food. You want to have a game where you exclusively dehydrated food? It's interesting to set up above the space. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, what is this? Guys, this is not how fire poles are supposed to work. Oh, these poor sods. Yeah, well, that one's my fault. Right, that's good. Get that out of there. We got Paku in here. I'm hoping you actually did start moving all the seeds up here, because I'm pretty sure most of the seeds are just going to get eaten by Paku now. Looks like you moved a fair few up. I'm going to make this priority 9. Start grabbing them all. So yesterday, we set up the natural gas vents. We set up the natural gas plant for the room. We refined our vent a little bit down here. I think eventually I'm going to put a fertilizer machine here, but we're positive of food even without fertilizer at the moment, so I don't think we're going to bother. We will later if we need to. We are almost fully successful in digging out this asteroid. I am actually going to queue up the rest of these errands, and we have a good sense of where the neutronium actually is now. I don't think it actually protrudes past this bit. Let's just check that. Love doing this. Oh, it does. It's one off. Okay, hold on. Right, cancel all of this. There you go. Yeah, we'll sort that all out. But the main aim for today, we need to get a Bionic Duplicant over to the new asteroid. We need to start setting up for the Bionic Duplicants so they can live there without issues. This could just come down here. Now, there is not as much room between the neutronium as there is on the other side of the Transformer spine. We've still got 4 tiles in most of these cases, but we're probably going to be able to fit less Transformers here in general. So I should probably consider that. We'll just go up the space for now, that's fine. Carrie, actually... Hello, how are you? What are you up to? We are currently digging out almost the entire asteroid. I don't think these dupes have very much left to do at this point. We're just disassembling the slime biome. Everyone's got slime long, nobody cares. They're all in suits. Let me give you a shout out. Here you go. Carrie, actually, how is the prehistoric pack dealing with you? And how are you dealing with it? They're trying to space mine Isosap, the new resin. Fair enough, fair enough. Hello, little Psycho Panda. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're going to send over the Bionic Duplicants, but that's going to take a little while. Why is the fish wounded? That should not be the case. But yeah, we'll put this ladder in. Let's actually just drag the rest of these ladders over here. While I obviously do want to set up the other asteroid today, the other thing we want to do, I would actually quite like to just melt, or I would want to condense all of the magma. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but I'm planning on doing it. I want to condense it all into rock. I just want to boil all the water to steam. I might even just leave the steam in a double-sealed, double-walled room until we actually want to harvest it for power. I'm not really sure what to do yet. I haven't done any maths regarding how hot that steam is going to be. All I know is I want the heavyweight wire to run along the bottom of the map. And by the bottom of the map, I mean the actual bottom of the map. So, yeah. The water level is kind of just pushing a little bit this way because we've been excavating the slime biome. That's been quite amusing. Right, yeah, so Meesmort has actually come back to this asteroid now. They're behaving. I'm still going to go and queue up all of the errands here, I think. I'm just going to build all of these ladders out of granite. There is definitely an argument to be made that we only need ladders every 7 tiles, but I want them to be able to access either surface from either side of the ladders. Hi, Mr. Cup Holder. This map looks big. Is it a base game playthrough? We are on a classic Oceania asteroid. We have all the current DLCs enabled. And we picked an Oceania asteroid specifically for our plan, which is this, where we're going to convert the entire map into Dreco ranches and sour gas spoiling infrastructure. That's going to happen at some point. So I picked a geodormant Oceania asteroid. So A, there's less geysers to get in the way. And B, so there's no oil biome. Because the ocean biome and the magma channels on this asteroid combined to delete the oil biome. So that means no crude oil, no slicksters for now. No diamond, no lead. But plenty of building space, because there's no oil reservoirs around down here. Which is why I'm keen to actually blow this all up. We're pumping the rest of the gases slowly into the puff branches as well. We had a little bit of an issue with this one, in that there was some oxygen that got in here. I think we've actually gotten rid of it all now, so that's good. It was because this pipe was backing up, I believe. So it was occasionally sending oxygen and polluted oxygen in here. I'm going to wait until we actually get chlorine in here, and then we'll turn on these shutoffs again. But this does mean I can remove the dense puff from here. We can put in another Squeaky Puff. We have plenty of backup puffs ready and willing to move for a new job. So that is the plan. You do also need to build this auto sweeper. This was overheating because the chlorine was all getting put up. Yeah, that's the issue. We have a chlorine vent over here that we geotuned, but it's dormant. We have a chlorine vent on this asteroid, but there's no one to power anything. Now, there is no power wire on the teleporter, so we can't just remotely send power directly to the asteroid. And we want to habitate it anyways, because A, that's how we're going to geotune this vent. You have to have the geotuners on the asteroid. And B, we have 3 metal volcanoes that I want to deal with. We've just been letting them erupt down here for a while, slowly cooking the bees biome, which probably is not ideal. So we do actually need to deal with that and stop procrastinating at some point. But I'm going to queue up the rest of these dig errands first. I think that's sensible. So we'll keep doing this. I want to see what this looks like. I don't think there's any more geysers we actually have to worry about. Oh, right. Hold on. The Paku. I see. This is the last thing that I have to worry about. So I think that actually stops us here for now. I want to make sure that's all safe. So what we'll do is we'll leave that bit. We'll ladder here. And then the ladder will go over here. Because currently that is... Oh, that's nice how that lines up. Currently, our wild Paku are hanging out in here and producing a lot of eggs close to the base. We need to set up a ranch for them. I have promised to do that a few times. Actually do stuff with fish in this game. It's not a huge priority because we have plenty of food. But eventually we're going to want to use the space. So we are eventually going to have to put them in their own housing in a more convenient spot. One thing to note though, the saltwater vent is here. We know that there's not going to be industry here. So I think what will actually happen is we'll put the Pakus somewhere around this area. Maybe. There's no specific reason why we can't do that. And then we can let all this poke shell stuff out down here. That seems fine. In other news, we have hatches over here. We're not planning on doing anything with the hatches, but I want to keep them over here and make sure they're safe. We have the pips. You know what? That's something we should do. We should stop putting it off. we should put a nature reserve in the asteroid. We had one at the start of the run. We had it down here with some natural plants. It's still here, actually, technically. Yeah, we didn't break it. But nobody goes down here anymore for anything. So what I need to do is put it in here. And we're going to do this with the pip planting trick. Now, most of the dupes go to bed up here. We're going to extend the beds into space gradually. That's the plan. 44 dupes, while I'm more ambitious than you are. Yeah, we got a lot of water. 8 of these are Bionic Duplicants. They're going to be going over to the other asteroids. We're going to keep shipping them over in batches of 8. That's pretty much the plan. But first of all, let's do these natural tiles. So I believe what we want to do is we want to put Manual Airlock in here. We want to make it of a specific tile. If I make it out of uranium ore, that should actually be mildly radioactive and delete any germs that end up in here. So I'm tempted to do that. So what this means is, I think for now, I'm just going to get you to remove all the back wall here. We'll put it back later. Wait. That was the wrong command. Wait a minute. This one, background buildings. Deconstruct background buildings. Yeah, remove this. And then we'll start doing all of that with the nature reserve and the pit planting. Because this room here is actually 117 tiles. So we can fit a nature reserve in here pretty easily. We just need 4 plants, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, in that case, we don't need to disassemble all of these, do we? Yeah, we can stop here, probably. Oh, did I remove, like, a random drywall? I did remove a couple. Oh, God, that's going to annoy me. Okay, I think we only removed the one. That's fine. Yeah, you guys should be very quick to do this. Ugh. But yeah, the whole point of this run is we're going to set up resource recycling loops with glossy Drecos. We're going to print some Slicksters eventually because we should get offered them after cycle 500 even though we haven't found an oil biome. That's what my hypothesis is. If we don't find them, then I guess we're going to have to ignore them. It should still work without them, it'll just be less efficient. I'm running dangerously low on Pepsi. So, yeah, removal of that, and then we can start putting the manual airlocks in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I believe we want to put them on these tiles, and then it will appear down here. And then what I need to do is I need to surround the manual airlock in all tiles of some kind. It has to be tiles, and it has to be the full U shape, I believe. And then we deconstruct the airlock, and it should form a natural tile with 200 kilograms of mass. So that is what we're going to try and do. I'm going to put it here, and what are we going to plant on it? Probably Joya seeds? Maybe dash of salt vines. We could possibly do dash of salt vines on the underside, just in case any chlorine gets in here. I mean, it probably isn't going to get all the way up there, though, so there's probably no point. We'll see. Let's just do one of them first, and then we'll make sure the others are all fine. George. George, you are very trapped. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but you're gonna have to dig your way out of this one. So I'll tell you what, if you dig Friday 9 up here, and then Friday 9 all of this, that should help you out. Yeah, this isn't actually the biggest run we did. I believe we've had 60 dupes before, but... well, we'll see how performance-wise goes. We shall see. I'm still surprised that the obsidian actually spawned at magma temperatures. When we tested this before, the obsidian has spawned at 200 degrees C, and it's all solidified on its own. But we can solidify this with just a little bit of help. I mean, let's think about this. The heat capacity of magma is 1. The heat capacity of water is 4. the magma is generally about 1.8 times as dense as the water. And considering we have about twice the water volume as we do the magma volume, the obsidian has not got a very high specific heat capacity. I think we should expect an average steam temperature somewhere in the region of 800 to 900 degrees C, which is obviously too high. But we don't have to actually have to boil the water. We don't actually have to cool this all the way down. We just have to cool it down past 1400 degrees C, and then we can dig out the rock. Doing that in a controlled manner is going to be annoying. We can figure it out. Oh, great, the natural gas vent is dormant. That's hilarious. I mean, I did analyze this, so I knew that. We got plenty of it stored in here, though, so that's not an issue. Right, you've actually vented now, so I think I could theoretically skip this whole bit now. So let's actually cut this. Yeah, vent anything that isn't natural gas. And then you can remove all of this. That was just for filtering out some impurities. Presumably you'll need some steam turbines to get rid of the heat. Yes, exactly. That's the whole point. That will happen... That'll happen later. Okay. I believe you guys could access everything else. You're currently building all of this, which is fine. I guess I can also get you to build some ladders over here just so we can access all of this. I'm happy for you to build ladders up to here. Likewise, you can do this. Do this. Yeah, some of the dupes are idle at the moment because we have too many dupes for the amount of exosuits we have. We could arguably make another exosuit terminal somewhere. I'm not 100% sure I can be bothered. I'm perfectly happy to athletics train some of these dupes a little bit more. Or is the plan just to live with 800C steam forever? That could be fun too. Probably not. I don't think that's I don't think that's a long-term plan. Ultimately, I think we want the power source to be available. If we have a look at our colony report, we are generating more power now. Ignore the wasted, that's not accurate. Oh. Wait. Maybe it is accurate now. I think it might actually be accurate. We're just having the dupes run on the gym. Well, when did that start being accurate? Well, that one's clearly not right. Slug overproduction? Oh, that could have been it. No. We got, like, fresh slugs at the moment. Are they actually productive slugs? Maybe they are. Well, I guess maybe we shouldn't worry then. We've set up the soda fountain. We do need you to actually come and collect carbon dioxide. So that's in here. Oh, right. I need to unlock this door as well. I did remove the wire. That's fine. You should be able to get in here. How's this looking? You need a puff prince, but you don't actually have a puff prince. I guess relocate you in here. We're out of puff prince eggs, apparently. I mean, the thing is, the longer these guys go without a puff prince in here, the more puff prince eggs they actually lay. So, I think this is the sort of issue where it solves itself. I probably don't actually need to think about it at all, but whatever. Yeah, letting all the water out there, that's fine. Oh, we got some loot. What we got? What do we have over here? We have basic yellow gloves. Okay, that's not that interesting. Right, I guess we just need to send a Bionic Dupe over now, don't we? I need to make some more boosters. How many microchips do we have? Not many. Really? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's make, like, a load of construction boosters. I believe those are simple ones. Yeah, it's literally +5 construction, enables demolition. Let's make, like, 4 of these. And then we can make sure that I think I'm actually going to set this to priority 8 and this is priority 9. Because we want to make the simple boosters over the regular ones. Probably want a couple of strength boosters as well. Perhaps I make a set of 4 of each of these simple ones. The digging boosters are very efficient as well. We will need an extreme digging booster, but we do already have a Bionic Duplicant with an extreme digging booster. So that's fine. Doctoring. Probably not needed. Oh, we need at least 1 doctor for apothecary usage for Gear Balm. That's true. Researching, I believe we have a couple of these. I'm going to make 3 because I know we already printed 1. But that's fine. Are you actually just full of microchips already? You have a couple, but not a lot. Okay. A little bit low on eco power banks. That's concerning. And then we'll just pick up a couple of each advanced booster as we need them. I reckon we'll head out in like 3 cycles. How's this going? Are you digging stuff out? No, you're shooting stuff. Interesting. Did you just collect a load of granite over here or something? That's kind of amusing. We still have all these ladders in space as well that they're gradually building. How very amusing. Yeah, I want to see how much water we actually have. We know that's going to be a teleporter bit, so there's also the argument to be made I should stick... Oh, we got a sponge slug over here. Why have we got a sponge slug? What liquid have you got stored in you? You've stored several tons of water. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's going to be fun for when you explode. We want to seal this whole bit off here. And then we want to wrap it around the other side as well. So we want to stick granite tiles in here. Probably just all the way along here. And then the actual access ladder is going to go down here. Okay. And then there's no direct obstacles in the way of this. There was a direct obstacle over here, which was the polluted water vent. Which is why we started the fire pole late over here. But I think we will just have the fire pole go this whole way from the start. And I'm probably going to need to replace some ladders with that again. Okay. I think that's enough queuing up of this stuff. The more errands we give these dupes, the less efficient they're going to be, because they're going to have more stuff to ponder, so I should probably consider that. We got a plug slug on the loose, let's grab him. What I'm very tempted to do is put auto sweepers here so they pick up the eggs and dump them back up here, so we don't have to think about this ever again. It's very tempting. Right, the manual airlock as well. Let's do the nature reserve while we're waiting for microchips. So if you deconstruct this, we should end up with a natural tile here, right? I'm going to save it first just to make sure that we don't put it in the wrong place. Because I don't want to waste the uranium. Okay. Let's see. Lord of Swarms, show me. What? Why'd it break? This has worked in the past, and it has worked with stuff running through it as well. Did they fix this? If I shift it one up here, we should be able to evaluate whether it's because there was stuff in the tile or not. God, I didn't do this too long ago. I thought I'd remembered how to do this. I don't want to break the axis shaft for that long, because it's not very efficient. So let's actually see what happens. Still no carbon dioxide. Well, that's the case. Yeah, these debris haven't been running for a while. They're too cold. We let in a lot of heat from space. But also, it appears that the pea water is just straight up all being sieved and dumped in here. Okay, there's a little bit going through here, but by the time it gets through here, it's too cold. I think it's because the mass is too low. I guess it's only the bathroom water and not the sieve water. No, the sink water is the same temperature as this. It's just the bathroom water that's actually hotter. Okay. Yeah, build this. Okay, and now deconstruct this one. And we'll see if this works. Maybe I need to speed 1 it. What am I doing wrong? It's forming a buried object and then breaking. That was weird. Yeah, it should be working, right? They haven't patched this, have they? I mean, in all honesty, we can make natural tiles another way. Like, this shouldn't be too hard. All I need to do is get some glass, liquid glass in a bottle emptier, and then just dump it here. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that instead. So, remove the tiles. Why is it 200 copper, 200 uranium? I think the copper was there from when we deconstructed the fire pole. Is it because there's debris on the floor? That could be a thing. Right, so I guess what I want to do then is I want to put... will not work if there's debris. Yes, I'll tell you what. We should actually test this out. So, cancel that one. Cancel these ones. Put this back here. Deconstruct... Yeah, deconstruct that one. Okay. What we'll do is we'll sweep up all the debris. So, sweep it up. Because we know it should work with pipes and wires and everything through here as well. And I don't think there's anything I need to disconnect going through here. Or deconstruct, rather. So that should be fine. Let's put the manual airlock back in. They definitely didn't patch this, did they? I think it's something to do with the debris. Shouldn't take us too long to test it anyways. So it does show the whole buried object thing. So maybe that's it. Also, it's funny how we've got a random lump of CO2 just hanging out there. Oh look, they decorated their little rocket beds with like asteroids. I just noticed that. Yes, build these, please. Does it not work with uranium? It should work with uranium. Let's test this first. I don't know why it wouldn't work with uranium. I guess now we told you to sweep the uranium without having to go across the entire asteroid to collect it all. That's mildly annoying. Looks like we made all of these boosters. That's good. I guess we're generating the microchips relatively quickly. Even if we don't have a lot on hand. Maybe just synced up well with when the Bionic dupes were asleep. You're not very fast, sadly. You should, actually. What boosters do you have? You have a crop tending booster. I am going to give you all the construction boosters. That is going to be your thing. That would help you out. And one suit-wearing booster as well. There you go. Oh, no, you don't finish the errand? Well, that's fine. Someone will finish this. Lord Fart Squad is returned. Right, this should work now if there's no debris here, right? Reddit thinks it doesn't work with uranium. Really? That's interesting. I wonder why. Well, obviously we have to remove it as well. Ada is on the case. Let's see what happens. Maybe it is just uranium. I think it probably is. Okay, maybe... But why would that be the case? Is that because uranium was added after the other materials? Is this specifically an issue with how the base game materials are coded? That would be interesting now, wouldn't it? Well, I guess make it out of... I don't know. What color do I want this to be? I guess just make it out of copper, because it's here. That's very weird. Also, while we're waiting for this, which Bionic dupe is the one with the actual digging skill? The digging booster. I believe it's one of these guys. Yeah, it's you. I want to give you digging boosters. So you can have those. You... I don't think we really need an artist. So let's actually give you the medical booster. I'm quite glad we could do this from here. That's nice. Oh, right. You've got an extra slot. Yeah, there you go. We do need at least one doctor in the house, unfortunately. Let's see. You get an extra slot. Maybe you just get strength for now? Sure, that'll do. You got pip planting, it doesn't work in uranium anyways. Pips don't plant in uranium? Interesting. That is worth knowing. Right, remove this. I'm sure Aid is getting very confused by our suggestions. Oh, apparently it's too hard. Okay, that actually makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but it kind of does. Anyways, there we go. There's our natural tile. So now we can remove all of the tiles. And get this back to normal. Okay, and then we need to do the same over here. I was correct in where we needed to actually put stuff, so now we can just do all three of these at once. This. And then we will need to put the park sign somewhere as well. And then I can actually get you to put the drywall back as well. Because we won't... let's see, where would it go? Fresh white. Okay, so... Do not drywall over the natural tile. There you go. Yeah, I guess it's the answer. It's too hard of a material for it to work with the exploit. I still don't get why this works, but it's very convenient. I think we'll just put Joya seeds here for the decor. Because since the max mass of a uranium tile is 200 kilograms, that's probably why it doesn't work. Really, the max mass of a uranium tile is 200 kilograms. But what... Oh, yeah, because when you cool down the uranium liquid, it turns into depleted uranium tiles, doesn't it? Or solid uranium, like refined uranium. Meesmore is still injured. I guess I'm just glad they're back here now. Nobody has been stressed for ages. That's a good sign. Right, let's speed up again. So all this stuff's priority 9. That's good. Should be relatively quick to do this. And what I will actually do as well, I'm going to stick the park sign down here. You know what? Maybe we even do one down here. Whatever. Whatever. Do one down here as well. We can have a redundant plant. And then the park sign goes down here. So... that's furniture, isn't it? Yes. Go down here. And you can go here. I did set up a canister filler for the spawn, didn't I? No. No? I feel like that was a plan at some point, wasn't it? For the Bionic Duplicants to breathe with? Oh no, there is one. Yeah, I put it here. Oh, this needs to be set to 200 though. This is definitely an exploit. It is, but equally, we could also just pour liquid glass here, and it would do the same thing. So, the payoff is not high enough that I consider this a significant cheat. We could just make the glass tiles, and it would be easier. Well, it wouldn't be easier, but it would be completely doable. This is not a challenging task. If you actually know what you're doing. Even without the exploits, so I don't care. And we've got to show people that the exploit still works, haven't we? It was good to have that discussion and confirm what exactly was breaking it. As much as I'd have liked the random radiation in the base, was not to be. There you go, simultaneous finish. Yeah, remove these. Got the park sign. It'll be annoying to get pips, won't it? To get to pips. Oh, that's right. We'll put another tile here just for now. Just so the pips can wander over to it. Yes. Well reminded. We'll only deconstruct these ones. And then we'll remove those tiles once the pips are done. Right, cancel this. Yeah. Alright, just give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Coffee. Weird luck. I have acquired coffee. Very generous individual in my house. Right, let's continue. I've actually got iced coffee, so we can just drink this right away. So I have a funny thing, right? When I'm drinking hot drinks, I need them to be a very specific temperature. I need them to be about 55 degrees C. Otherwise it's too hot, and otherwise it's a cold drink. So tea won't do. Because it cools down too quickly. The window between it being too hot and too cold is too small. So at work, I have a mug. I have one of those Ember mugs that lets me actually control the temperature of my drink with an induction plate. and my phone through an app. So that's what I do at work with regular coffees. But at home, I either have iced coffees or I make them with the Arancino. So it has frothed milk. And the frothed milk takes longer to cool down. So the window is longer, which means I usually actually finish the coffee in a pleasant window of time. So that's me and my drinks episode. Right, now we need to get the pip. So we've got the pip already. You don't need a puffed in here. If you go down here, you can just start grabbing everything. And then what I need to do is I need to get all the seeds in here immediately. So you have to actually start dumping the seeds. Sorry, that's a yellow alert now. No pending deliveries. I'm asking you to deliver all seeds. What's wrong with this? Why is this not working? It's even friggin' powered. There is access to it. Right? Yes. Well, then what gives? I guess I gotta go find the Joya seeds. I think they're in here. We have printed a lot of random seeds, haven't we? Also, the temperature up here is still too cold. I don't know, actually. It's warmed up now a little bit. Right, I'll tell you what. Put them here. Just put all the Joya seeds there. And then we'll need a couple more as well. Probably not Buddy Buds. Probably not Alveoveras. Bliss Burst? But this one. Maybe not that one. Oh, probably the Mellow Mallow, right? Yeah. Okay, relocate that one here as well. We don't actually need all the plants to be grown at the moment. We just need them to actually be planted. Yeah, and then yellow alert this. Grey areas on the job. That should be fine. Now, hit. There's no seeds down here, are there? I don't think there are. There are bog bucket seeds in here. I do not want you to plant bog buckets in these tiles. Also, if we look at the pit plant overlay, we do actually have this. Oh, wait. Oh, look at this. We gotta remove these plants from here. Okay. They're far enough apart they won't get in the way. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, but I have to remove these temporarily. Interesting. So let's do that. Yeah, get rid of those right away. And then deliver the seeds on that tile, and then the pip should be able to reach that. Now, yeah, remember, the pip can't reach the middle tile here unless it can walk around a tile to get to it. They can't jump. They can't jump in this specific situation. So, something along these lines will do. I will eventually sort out all the plants in here, but we gotta get the temperature right first. Or we don't, and maybe we just put something else there. We could... Actually, now that I think about it, we could definitely just put more different painting types here. Right? Eliminate one of the pots. That's not a major priority, I will admit. This is a major priority, because it's more morale for the dupes. Right, the pip is on the move. Are they going to get coaxed into actually behaving? Yeah. Pip plant overlay is fine now. So, is this a case of where I just look at the pip and we follow him until he makes a move? Do we need to remove the drywall? I don't think we need to remove the drywall. Let's just keep an eye on the pip for now. It doesn't have to be a tame pip. You can do this with wild pips, because they do it all the time. He just need to make his mind up. We could move multiple pips in here. That could be an idea. Yeah, I'll relocate you in here too. Just to start. Or is this a... Oh, look, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's on a mission. We'll speed one up for this. He's planting seed. He's burying a seed for later. I love pips. They're so strong. They're so strong, I typically don't use them because I feel like it circumvents, like, the challenge of the game. But for nature reserves, I feel like this is pretty much acceptable. Because there's no way we're planning our long-term base around specific wild plants. So we'll do this for now. B2, my criteria for this run was pips and trees. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's trivial to actually set up a resource-positive loop if you've got pip plants literally giving you free resources. The issue as well with that is, because of the wild plant spacing, you do actually have to, you do actually have less space available for farming. So you're trading resources for space, and space is ultimately limited. So there does get a point where I believe it makes sense to have all of your plants be domestic instead of pip planted, but you don't reach that point with normal colonies. Also, why did I remove a random drywall here? Wait, I never put the painting here? Really? I think I accidentally put a deconstruct down there. Right, we have 2 pips now. This should get done fairly soon. I just want to watch them do it. They're not here forever. Oh, I guess they'll do it eventually, right? Won't they? They really aren't moving anything out here. Surely your computer goes on strike long before you run out of space. Yeah, I guess. Especially on a classic asteroid, right? Right, you're planting a seed now. Are you gonna go plant a seed? Looks like both the pips are on a mission. They are on a mission. Great. Okay. That's good. So it needs one more plant and they'll be fine. They're so freaking cute. Yes, they are very cute. That's true. Cuteness stocks are on the rise. They also, the cuddle pips are also even cuter. Is there a maximum distance I can carry the seeds? That's a very good question and not one that I know the answer to. I don't think so, given how much they just actually wander around the asteroid when you dig out a forest biome. I don't think there's a hard limit. What are my thoughts on the new DLC? It looks great. We're gonna play it when it comes out of beta. We're gonna switch over and do a short run where we try and explore all the new features very quickly and efficiently, and then we're gonna come back to this run where everything's going really well for us. But it looks great. I love the new critters. I love the new resource loop. The meteor, I think, is a really good idea because you have the choice between shooting it down and getting a space POI to mine, or letting it land and trading some of the top space on your asteroid for geysers. Like, that's... I'm really glad it's a thing, because you can give 2 people the same seed and they'll play it completely differently. Obviously, it's a bit of a shame you can only get it to work with the new asteroid, but that makes sense, right? Also, bear in mind that with the new, with the spaced out one, it's like one of the medium-sized spaced out ones. So it's like a Tyrannia, Folia, Quagmyrus size asteroid, and it kind of blocks almost the whole top of that with random chunks of neutronium. But on the classic one, you still have space for a few rockets. On the spaced out one, you're going to have less space for rockets for sure. Oh, you're so close, Pips. I believe in you. I am just going to speed it up while they do this. They have actually been pretty good at planting. But yeah, everything is going really well. In all honesty, I could just start drywalling stuff down here as well. But I don't really know what I'm putting in these bits yet. We're not going to have beds here forever. We're going to have these beds here forever. On spaced out card, you teleport the second asteroid and rocket from there. Yes, if you have the teleporter enabled. That's very true. Come on, guys. I just need one more. Does that get blocked too? No, the meteor will only hit one of the asteroids. Yeah, we'll see how challenging it is to actually shoot down the meteor, but... Personally, you guys know how I like to play the game. I would probably just let it land and get the extra... A, get the extra geysers. B, get the iridium. Space material grade material delivered to your doorstep. That sounds good to me. Right. So one thing to bear in mind, obviously we have built these natural tiles over wires. A couple of wires and some pipes. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. Right. We now have a nature reserve. That's good news. So now the dupes should all be getting +6 morale, because they should go through this room every day. For one reason or another. There's no access to the beds up here. In fact, I could even shut off access to the beds over here. I think I will do that. Just to make sure they go in the nature reserve. What do you get for shooting it down? It better be big to compete with the extra geysers. Well, you get a space POI you can mine for all of the DLC materials. No, not all the DLC materials. You get one where you can mine it for iridium forever. So it's basically, do you trade a lump sum of iridium for permanent, sustainable iridium right next to your base? That is actually a good point. Definitely a more compelling argument for drill cones. Right, all these plants have been planted now. I'm not sure I quite approve of your planting positions, but I also don't really care. This is not the focus of what we're doing. This is just something we wanted to add. Right, what's going on with the auto sweeper? This is made of steel and it's overheating. It's because when these guys don't have enough chlorine, they are basically recycling bleachstone farts. So this is running on overtime. So I think what I need to do is I need to set this to not activate unless the air pressure is high enough. That's what I need to do. So this is going to be awkward. Yeah. So that needs to go here. Do you mean Nobum, or is it a new material for the DLC? It's a new material for the DOC. It's iridium. It's a new material. You can just mine it. Very powerful. But I don't really have a problem with that, because you have to solve a problem to get there. It's similar to the geothermal heat pump in that it's very powerful, but you do at least have to put in a minimal amount of effort to do it. And obviously, you only get it if you pick the starting asteroid where you start with that thing. Which I think is fair. It's not something that's just going to power up every run. I should probably set up something similar over here, shouldn't I? The only thing is, I don't actually have any spare room in here now. Well, I just won't worry about that for now. Right, well, I'll tell you what then. Rebuild it out of regular iron, because we don't need this out of steel if we're not going to run it unless the air pressure's high enough. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it. I've kind of purposefully not been watching too many people play it, because I want to go into it somewhat fresh. I have looked at it in sandbox mode and just looked at all the new critters and stuff, but we haven't watched people play it. What's all this going, anyways? Yeah, looks like you haven't done any of this. I think you probably been doing some of this. Yes, that looks about right. Whatever I do, I need to make sure that I'm not letting the Pacu out of this area, because that's close to the base. That's what we want. Also, can I just look at the plug slugs? No, they've disconnected already. Right, yeah, I guess just build these, build these, build these. Drywall, drywall, drywall. I don't think I could have had drywall here. I think it's just the rule. Okay, do I want to keep the pips in here? Will they get too cold? I think we keep the pips in here. Just to look after everyone. One of them is wandering around the outside. Actually, you know what? I'm going to relocate you here. Just wander around the park sign for all eternity. Okay. Nature Reserve is done. I think that's most of what we wanted. What's going on here? Is there an issue with the one where we're filling up the canister filler? Oh, there probably is, right? Oh, we'll see. Microchips. We do have more microchips. That's good. So let's actually look at all of the Bionic dupes. So you can have booster processing, so you could get an extra one now. I think... So what else do we need? We need researching boosters. We have 3 researching boosters available. So 1, 2, 3. And then we'll probably make a 4th as well. These enable geotuner usage and geographical analysis. So we don't need the astronomy one or the applied sciences one for now. Because they're quite expensive. So that's good. Let's keep looking at the Bionic dupes. So you don't need a Masterworks thing. So let's give you building. No. Let's give you building. Oh, okay, sure. That'll do. Gizmo has a construction booster already. I think we should make a couple more construction boosters. Sonya is decked out. Sonya is decked out. Steeler is fine. Ulti is fine. Ulti, you don't need this. Oh, we have a researching booster? Okay. I'll tell you what, you get 2 digging boosters then. Actually, get a digging booster and a Superberry booster. And then... Who's the researcher again? Gizmo. No? Eduardo. No? Chip. You get the extra researching one. We actually have a couple of mechatronics boosters. No, we don't. These are the artwork ones. Yes. Okay, so we don't need any of these. We don't need any of these. We don't need any of these. Okay, and then who are we going to send over? The builder, right? That's the first one we're going to send over. So that is... You know what? Swap that for a suit-wearing booster. And then Gizmo can have the builder one. And then what we can do is... We'll send over ulti number 1. We'll send over the ulti with the advanced schematics hat. They'll be the first dupe. We go to the new asteroid. And we'll get started on that. Because we probably should. Wait. What's going on here? Why have we got just hydrogen here? It's not that the air pressure's too low. There is air in here. Just too much hydrogen. We haven't still been dumping hydrogen here, have we? No. I think I need to open this vent again. I think we need to open this vent specifically to let the oxygen in. In fact, if I'm doing that... Yeah, no, I think we do that. That's fine. I'm just surprised because the air pressure is pretty high. And this vent isn't actually going to run. No, I don't think we do enable this. Well, what's the solution then? Do we just open this? What's the temperature like? Because we're trying to insulate this room. Which is why I'm hesitant to let the hydrogen out this way. Do I just replace this with an airflow tile for now and eventually it all heads off? I'm hoping that's what actually happens. Yeah, we'll just do that. I think that's acceptable. Did you like marine life? Have I checked out scuba dive videos? Man, that's something I really want to do. I want to go scuba diving at some point. Maybe we'll try and do that when I go to Australia. I'm sure I've told you guys before, I am planning on going to Australia with my wife in October, for like the whole of October. So I will think about that. Go to New Zealand. Yeah, that's part of the plan. Yeah, we're gonna, well, I've got family in Australia who I'm gonna go see, but we're also gonna fit in going to New Zealand. That's the plan. You guys are too hot. You're scolding. Why are you scolding? Because the steel is the steel from this is too hot. Centigrade single up above 1,000 grams of pressure. Snorkel around Goat Island. That shit to kill you. Yes, that's what I'm. Yes, that's sensible. I like New Zealand. My friend is going out to New Zealand in a few weeks. See what it's like. So I will make sure to grill them for places to go and stuff. Like 0 things to kill you. You get mauled by a kakapo. That sounds like fun. Right, let's do it. Let's stop procrastinating. We need to get a Bionic Dupe over here. So, transmitter. Oh, the other thing we need to do. Where's the input teleporter? We need to send over power banks. So, power banks. Yes, that's here. Okay, that's good. Eco power bank. Allow manual use. Send over a load. What else do we need to send over? Gear balm? Gear balm do we have? We probably do need to send gear balm over. Where is gear balm? Is that medicine? No. Miscellaneous? We're watching the YouTube channel channel Dive Talk, the host winning guest pros with rereaders and all sorts of things. Yeah, we played Subnautica a while ago. That was fun. Alright, help me out, guys. Where do I put the thing? How about it be to power a second asteroid using power bank's charge here? I think that's actually almost the plan. Like, straight up. Like, until we get the steam turbines working for the metal volcanoes, I think we are literally going to export power banks and charge them back here. Like, we're literally going to do that. Medical supplies. Okay, why do we have medicine and medical supplies? Two different entries. It's kind of weird. So, we'll get you to send that over, but we won't send over all of it. We'll just send over enough. And then we want Ulti with the orange hat. Because they're the builder. And then we'll get them started. I should probably also look at their vitals before we send them over, but who cares? We're dripping a lot of water down here. We've analyzed a mutant seed. We got a Juicy Fruits Dusk Cap. Okay. Where are we on GMO AOK anyways? I feel like if we're ever going to get that achievement, it's going to be on this run. Why? So I'm moving up when I'm scrolling down. We got 2 seeds, the Dust Cap and the Waterweed. The Gas Grass, I feel like, is always going to be the constraint on this. But that's probably fine. Right, dig this sand out of here. It's idle. Oh, the other ulti is idle. They're just bored. Okay, that's fine. Right, so you need to remove your suits. The unequipped suit. One thing I've realized. They will get slime lung whenever we teleport them over. Or potentially can get slime lung whenever we teleport them over. That's not ideal, but I also don't care at this point. So, deliver suit. You're ready. You're no longer wearing a suit. Right? Unequipped suit. Okay. Now, one could argue that I could teleport them over and then remove the suit and then send the suit back. But I don't care. Get over there. Now, one thing to bear in mind with doing this. Bionic Duplicants are vulnerable to liquids. They get stressed very quickly when they're exposed to non-gunky, non-metallic-y sort of liquids. So we need to do a few things to fix this up. The outhouse only has one visit left remaining anyway, so it's fine. We need to set up like a lubrication station and things. So I think what we do to start with is we just put a ladder here. We dig this up. We build the new base over here, and we tile this in. I'll leave this block down here, and we'll just put some facilities for the Bionic Duplicant on top. We should be very quick at building stuff, so I think we'll speed run it for now. We're going to send over a new Bionic Dupe every 5 cycles. So what's your current oxygen level at? Pretty good, that's good. And your current power level is also pretty good. You like to see it. Yeah, no more letting this guy randomly run into liquids. So I guess I need you to sweep this up as well. Wait, no, don't build this out of obsidian. Build it out of granite. I have to keep an eye on where this guy's going. Oh, he's gonna go store iron. I think I need to turn this off temporarily. Don't allow manual use. Okay, I guess we can go grab the construction materials. We got some liquid nuclear waste down here. That's great. Good job. Man, it's still laggy over here because of everything going on near the asteroid. Irritating. Always so much less laggy when you start a new save. Right, remove this plant from here as well. Does everybody know granite down here? I guess not. Well, that's just making you run for no reason. In this case, we've been defeated by the True Tiles mod because it's telling us to build stuff out the wrong materials. Let's do these ones as well. You should be pretty quick at building all these. And then we're going to have to leave this bit here so they can actually get up and about. Oh, he's cuddling the pip! Amazing. Amazing. Where are you going? There's no way this is where the nearest granite is. That's ridiculous. Right, we can stop shipping over power banks now. We do not want to deplete all the power banks on this asteroid. So stop doing that. And then I think what we do is we set this to empty power banks, send them back. But we'll do that later. And then the gear bomb is up here. Oh, we got a pom-pom suit as well. Oh, that's right. We're going to give the pom-pom suits to the dupes. Right, so Ulti, you get the pom-pom suit. All the Bionic Duplicants get pom-pom suits. That's what I've decided. So make a load more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then don't dump the Primo Garb here. So turn off clothing. You're taking water. Oh no! Okay, hold on. We gotta come down here and sweep this up. Like pronto. Oh god. It's just one eco power bank, that's not the end of the world. They're probably not going to get here in time. Oh, they're here. They're trying. Yellow alert strikes again. Okay, we're good. What we got? Oxyfern seed seems good. Not that we're really doing anything with oxyferns yet. Yeah, once we've tiled this up, then we'll figure out where everything's going. I want to tile... you know what? We can tile it in here. That's fine. So... door. And then, what do we want? We probably want the bathroom to be a one-way kind of deal. So we need the gunk extractor. That's not negotiable. So... let's put that here. Let's put a wash basin here. And then doors could go here because we'll have a light up here, but we'll use that later. This doesn't require any power for now. Furniture. Not that we're going to do this immediately. So I guess we're going to deprioritize some stuff that's not that important. So that can be priority 5. Where is friend? Friend is here. You've got a lot of back and forth trips to do, haven't you? If you're going to make this all out of granite. We need to put more beds down here as well. Now they're all going to be Bionic dupes, so they can keep themselves awake, or they can use all the stuff without any issue. What about the camping cot? That sounds good to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can put like a door here. Well, we want 8, don't we? So something along those lines. In terms of the power bank chargers, we could set up manual generators. That's probably not what we want to do. We'll probably want to dump some liquid that we can use to make Bionic dupes safe liquid locks. That's probably an important task. We just need to make sure they have everything they need to live over here at the moment. So, let's see. I think what we can do then is we can remove this. I think what I'll do is I'll make it so that... should I make it so that they don't go up this way? I could actually just have 2 gunk extractors. One either side. And then they can just run through it either way. That would make sense. I could leave a bed down there and do that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll leave this bed down here for now. Right, so cancel these. You know what? We'll put 6 beds up here just because that means I get to put the doors on these tiles. Very important. We need tiles here. So in all honesty, what you can do is you can come here and you can dig this. I'm surprised how laggy it is on this asteroid. It feels laggier than it was on the main asteroid. It's wild to me. Wait, put this here. Do something similar over here. But yeah, you having 20 construction is making this a lot quicker when you can actually build stuff out of local materials, so I should bear that in mind. So this could be priority 5. What's the plan for this second planet? 2 plans. 1, we need to power this gas pump to send the chlorine back. And in actual honesty, that needs to be the first thing we do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a power bank, a large discharger, I think. We're going to discharge power banks instead of having him run on a wheel, because we've brought over a load of power banks. And one could argue it makes sense to put the compact discharger up here. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put it over here, because that's kind of between... That's A, near where the wire is, and B, it's closer to the power banks. So I think that makes sense. For now. Plan A is to get the chlorine back. Plan B is to geotune the chlorine. Plan C is to get the metal volcano sorted. Ooh, we got a grub here. Interesting. You guys are too hot. Are you guys too hot? No, you're crowded, though. I actually do need to worry about this. We need to make sure the sweetles are fine somewhere. Okay, they're fine over here, so I'm not worried about these ones. But yeah, we're going to get all the refined metal back. We're going to geotune them as quickly as possible. So, what I do need to do is... I need to build a bottle filler. So, where am I going to put this? All these random bits down here are annoying me. Right, we don't need mess tables down here yet. So I'm going to put the bottle filler down here for now. We'll move the mess tables up here later, so they can consume their power banks in peace, once that actually gets patched in with the update. We are in luck. You can access the water here without actually getting your feet wet. I would like to put one over here as well. That will mean digging up these plants, that's fine. And then what I'll do is I'll put a ladder here. And that means you don't have to wander all the way around this way. And then what we need to do is the gunk needs to go in the bottle filler. So that's going to go... I think the best plan for that is to stick a bridge here. No, we can't reach that. You're gonna have to put a ladder in somewhere to get it down there. That's fine. Well, let's do that. Let's put a ladder here. Then you can reach that, and then you can put the pipe in here. Bottle filler is, as I said, going to go there, so that's fine. So now I need to think a little bit about the priority on this. So I need the pipe to be built first, and all this stuff can come second. Just build the pipe out of local materials. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, and I'm going to speed to it, because I'm sure it's going to be just as laggy on speed 1 as speed 2. You have plenty of power banks upstairs. You have plenty of gear balm, I believe. I need to add those resources to the list here, so let's see. We have a lot of resources. We have 10 units of gear balm, and we know how many power banks we have. So that's good. You're very quick building all the pipes, so that is a good thing. Your morale requirements are not very high at all. We'll leave this here. Yeah, it shouldn't take you too long to build this. People are still getting skill points to the other asteroid. I do want to keep skilling up the Bionic Dupes, and we do want to keep giving them the respective boosters. Other dupes I'm not so worried about. Right. Gizmo. You can have building. You don't have buildings, so that means we need to make another construction booster. I should make a load of construction boosters just for everyone. That's definitely a thing I should do. Morale should be very high now. Generally. And how's microchips doing? Microchips are doing well. So let's actually just make 4 more construction boosters. We'll keep slotting them in. This also needs to be priority 9, which it currently is. That's good. So, bottle emptier. Bottle filler. Okay, you need to build the ladder first so you can reach that pipe. Fair enough. Keep doing that. Expel gunk? Who? No! Why are you expelling gunk? Not supposed to happen? Wait. Are you full? You are full. Well, this is full of nectar. Do I think I just deconstruct this, and then we rebuild it. And I'm gonna put another one up here for gunk. In fact, I'm just gonna put a couple up here for gunk. And we'll, send it on a wacky journey. No, don't do that. Pipe. Think, brain, think. So something like this. Ah, cock. Do it like this instead then. And bridge that down here. Then that could go in here, and then remove this. There you go. You poor souls. There is probably also an argument that we should put more than one gunk extractor over here, even if it's temporary. So we disassembled that. We now got a 5-ton bucket of nectar. So we'll do that. This pipe. I'm going to leave that here in case we need more bottles of nectar. I don't think we're going to need. Right, okay, that's good. So you can remove this now. We're going to build that, and then we can dig this, and then we can actually get across. So I would need to do that priority 9. Now, I intentionally haven't given these guys any priorities yet, but you should probably have a building priority once everyone's established. But while they're not established, I'm just going to not prioritize any particular errand, and then micromanage them. Right, bottle filler goes here. Okay, there you go, that's good. You're gonna build this now? You're gonna build the wire. Okay, that's fine. This iced coffee was very nice. I do like how the booster icon shows up every time they're doing the task. You've also got maximum aptitude. So your current stats, you've got 15 construction, 20 athletics, +5 science, +5 piloting, +5 machinery. Pretty good stat package. I guess I need these tiles doing as well. Do I? No, I don't need these tiles doing. Wait on those. We'll have to check when the teleporter is ready again, which will be over here. Looks like the oxygen's creeping back in. Now that we've removed the airflow tile, that's good. Now we've installed the airflow tile, I should say. It's going to reactivate in about 4 cycles. Yeah, I'm being a bit impatient. This will speed up as we move them over. But for now, we're just going to hang out with Ulti. You guys also need to rename the Bionic Duplicants. Bionic Duplicants don't come with a lot of options by default, so we've got a few default Daniels over here. Right, okay, so we should now be getting injections of hot gunk into this thing. 25% off the renames if it's biodupes. Lol. Nope. You guys have enough channel points. Don't give me that. What's going on? Default Daniel. Uh-oh. Yeah, this probably shouldn't be something we do, right? How do we solve that issue? Is that actually an issue? You do get a bit stressed, but you don't get stressed for long enough for it to matter. Where are you going? Oh, the Cobalt is here. You're Mr. Lonely. Okay, fair enough. Lonely! I'm so lonely. There you go. Do you want the full stop? Oh, wait. It would help if I spelled lonely correct, wouldn't it? There you go. Yeah, enjoy your hot Cobalt. I think this is definitely going to be more efficient with the Bionic dupes overall. Right, how's the Primo Garb going? You guys have definitely made that, right? Yeah, you're in progress. So let's start handing them out. Doesn't the phone give a bigger morale boost if this one on a different asteroid? It does! Which is another reason why I want the power infrastructure to get set up correctly. So it looks like you can have a bottle filler in a Great Hall. But, again, the Great Hall bonus does not currently apply to Bionic Duplicants. It will later, when they eat power banks in here, but they have to eat in the room to get the bonus. +4 if over space. Yes, exactly. You're not going to have morale issues. You're going to be fine. Right. All power banks. It's basically its own power grid. Well, there you go. Exactly. Right, so you need to be priority 9. So that means... What does that mean? Yeah, you'll supply power to the largest charger soon. That's got to be more efficient than having him run on a manual generator, right? Okay, Chip, why are you doing this? Pipe blocked. Oh, okay, you have a valid reason. That's very valid. Poor Bionic dupes. Okay, what is this? I mean, not that I really wanted this to be the thumbnail, but it might be. What are you making? You're making surf and turf? You can say that again. That is a good candidate for a thumbnail shot if I've ever seen one. Wow, the gunk really spreads out, doesn't it? Not very viscous. Okay, sweep that up as well. Right. I don't think I've ever actually used this building, so we're going to go watch this. We're not going to watch Whiskers get all caught up in the plants. The frame rate on the stream made it look like he was crying in reverse. That's not a good sign, is it? Oh wait, are you grabbing your own power supply first? That would make sense. It'll be good when they get the power banking skill. With the extra 2 power bank slots. That should make this more viable. The gunk flowing into his eyes. Okay, you are bringing this to the discharger. That's good. Thank God. You get any more frames? Well, I'm glad it can transport the power bank through the water and it doesn't explode. Right, okay. How long does this last then? Holy, not very long. Well, we do have a battery. Wait, this needs to be automated, doesn't it? This totally needs to be automated. Ah, beans. Right, smart battery. This needs to go... Well, where's the iron volcano? I think that is the closest volcano. Build a smart battery there. Build this. And build this. The good news is, I think I can just unequip the power bank from here. This needs to be priority 9 for sure. Yeah, you can tell I've never used this building before, can't you? But this has got to be the solution. So this means we get to actually pump the gas out of here now. That's good. You're gonna go refill your oil? Fair enough. The other thing I should definitely do is get some ladders built over here. And dig these. That should be priority 8. Yeah, go stick yourself up. There you go, have fun. Yeah, nice even coating. And go eat a power bank. Yep, there you go. It's got quite a few of them. He's a regular old magician. Do I need you to do defragging at the moment? I don't think I do. Let's see. If we go to schedules, let's make a new schedule. Add new schedule. Copy it down. Work. Downtime 6 here. And then this will be for Ulti. This will be for Mr. Lonely specifically. Yeah, there you go. And then, yeah, the Bionic dupes are on their own schedule. We've got a lot of different schedules going. Oh, actually, I need to add some dupes here, don't I? That would make sense. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that's fine. Right, so now you're gonna head down here. Go do some digging. Wait, really? Why? Oh, construction digging. Oh, yeah. Okay, speedy up. Speedy up. Right, so let's just double check. So the chlorine is going into the teleporter. That is going, presumably, in here. Yep. And then that's going to refill this room. Because these guys are suffering a fair bit. They're currently breathing in their own fumes. Right, are you full? No! Interesting. I mean, I guess it's because we're pumping constantly, right? Yeah, you're full now. So now you're wasting the power. So if we uncheck you, it does actually drop the power bank. So we can do that temporarily. Just for now. I like it. It's interesting that they charge at 400 watts and they discharge at 480 watts. It's kind of weird. You're scolding. Yes, because I told you to grab the iron. That's very true. The iron is very hot. See you just running around with it. Heating up the air. Okay. Thankfully, you have enough athletics skill from your booster that this shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Let's set this to 10 and 90. And this should do for a while, once we built the automation wire. I guess it's made out of cobalt. Okay. The phone's ringing! Yeah, you're over here now, that's fine. I love how the cobalt is blue and it's mixing with the blue of the water. Very cool. Totally safe working environment. Yeah, our aim today is to make this slightly safer than it was for Meesmore. Well, that's our, I guess it's our aim over the next few streams. The molten cobalt is very blue, that's true. It's the truest blue. Right, so now all standard. I'm gonna yellow alert this so you come back down. There's still a bit of juice left in this one. Yeah. I must say, my favorite thing out of the Bionic Booster Pack DLC, all of the new artwork is phenomenal. I think the art from that DLC is probably the best art they've done for ONI. Some of it. I hope they add more Bionic Duplicants gradually, but I don't think they will. Oh, this is not good. Well, you should stop hanging out down here eventually. IRL looks like it's too hot to have a discernible color, sadly. Yeah. Fair enough. I should probably dig this so you don't get tempted to come down here. Because this is definitely a long-term hazard. We could do something similar over here. Wait, no. Okay, look, that one's on me, I get it. Oh wow, your excavation skill is not very quick. Oh yes. Speaking of chargers, someone needs to charge at IRL, so let me sort that out quickly. Phone is reasonably charged, and I have a habit of nicking the charger when I'm streaming. Hey. You caught it before it went too wrong at least. Yes, true. Get out of here. Wait, you're not actually trapped, are you? Yeah, no, you're fine. Okay, so now, if I do show navigation, and now I get you to dig this. Bro. No, you're gonna dig it from up here. There's no way. He refuses to dig it. Well, that's not very cash money. I think this is fine, because he won't run from this end. He won't bypass the ladders this way. So I think this is fine. Yeah, you're out of power now. They don't last for very long, do they? I guess it's 120 kilojoules, 480 watts. So that's 250 seconds. Right? Yeah, this seems fine. It does seem like it drops down quite quickly, but I guess because the battery charges as well, it's not the end of the world. There is still a battery down here as well. I do want to keep this here, but I want this to be a very low priority. Right, the other thing we need to do, we need to set the geotuners. So, here's what I'm thinking. We're going to send over the salt to geotune with, right? Is there salt over here? Not a lot. So what we need to do is... Realistically, I should probably just set up the geotuners over here. If we've got Bionic Duplicants, they do not care about being in here. There is obsidian over here, though. That's irritating. We need a nice, convenient location that's not full of hard materials. That could be this. If we dig this out, we can put geotuners in here. Well, maybe not all the geotuners, but like a fair few. We can start on this. Is there actually a lot of granite over here? Not really. There's not a lot of granite for pit wall transitions. But mafic rock. You know, I really didn't think we were going to have such a problem with granite on this asteroid. But yeah, let's make that party 5. At least we're getting the chlorine out of here now. So if we go back to this asteroid, are you guys actually satiated? No, because the vent is dormant. This is us attempting to satiate them, and it not quite being enough. Actually, I mean, I guess you've got some calories for now. This will hopefully lead to some more eggs. We do have a puff prince in here. That's good. Some of the puff princes have died, so we do need to actually get moving them over. But that's okay. You are lullabied, so that's good. So we need to send salt over. So we need to come over here. We have plenty of salt, so just send a huge amount over. So that would be consumable ore, salt. Go ahead and do that. Go over here. We need to know about how much salt we have. There's probably other things I should put on this list as well. But I'll think about that later. We do actually already have 2 tons of salt that we found somewhere. Oh, Mr. Lonely's doing the thing. I wonder why he's so lonely. It's because they all do shit like this. Literally. That's like... I think this is probably the most disgusting thing in the game. They got the cork! It's gross. I do find it kind of funny that the dupes are just absolutely fine using the sink. Yeah, now you're turning off properly with the battery. That's good. Can they catch diseases yet? Yes. They patched that somewhat recently, I believe. Also, this needs to have an Atmos sensor for sure. This is way easier than having Meteor here, I think, because of them not having to worry about the breathing so much. That's my opinion anyways. You know what? Put it here. I mean, I guess eventually I'll have to fill up an oxygen canister. I could also... Here's a thought. Right, okay, here's a thought. Because we definitely have some spare oxygen somewhere. I feel like once you actually get the infrastructure set up for them, it is quicker to colonize places with Bionic Duplicants. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to send the pipe here. And then what I'm going to do for now as well is I'm going to put a canister filler over here. And that's going to go here. Yeah, you've got to get, like, there's more, like, sort of bare minimum maintenance you've got to do for them, but once you do that bare minimum stuff, I feel like they're more efficient, especially if you have, like, a platoon of them and you can get the right boosters quickly. Because you can skill them up way quicker than you can skill up normal duplicants relative to the morale cost. Oh, look, there's loads of salt here. Okay, well, you probably don't need to worry about the salt, then. You don't need a lot of salt to geotune these, so maybe I actually just turn this off for now. Yeah, some more salt, that's fine. You guys love building pipes. That's your favorite thing to do. How's this going? You're not powered because... why? why aren't you powered? So this one's powered. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that was the smart battery that was for these ones. Okay, so what I actually need to do... Oh, that's irritating. I've got to move all of this. Okay, so... Yeah, because now you're on this wire. Okay, I've got to do this quickly so we can actually get these power banks charged. No wonder we're not charging them fast enough. Okay, so I could just remove all the automation here. Maybe we can just leave that battery in place and just remove all the automation. And then we just need to exactly duplicate what we've done over here. That would be that. AND gate. I could go here. Cut this off. And then the automation wire goes here. Then here, and then... And then you need to get built here, and then you need to be set to the same thing. And that needs to be priority 9, which it is. That's good. How's all this digging going then? You done yet? Trying. Perhaps not very hard. They built large swathes of the tiles. Oh, they've done all this. Okay, that's good. Also, there is a strong argument to be made for building a mini-pod next to the friggin' thing, right? You're a good dupe. You don't need any more dupes, though. Should I have just built a mini-pod on the other asteroid next to all the volcanoes and started printing these guys over there? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's print the ethanol. What's the timer on this again? How much longer we got? Oh, wow. I've really been playing slowly today. It's fine. We'll speed up a little bit. All between making mini pods out of the way and building them centrally. The issue if we build them out of the way is they wander over there. I'm actually kind of tempted to just build it centrally and put it somewhere that we're not going to demolish. Like, I don't think we're going to demolish this room, are we? Like, maybe we just put it here instead of where the brain jar is. It would certainly be nice to have the option of printing more Bionic Duplicants. Or printing more stuff in future. A researcher doesn't get much better if you already have a stable food supply. Yeah, true. Yeah, they would have been pretty good, but we already have plenty of dupes, so... Not fast. I don't think we're going to take any more organic duplicants, honestly. Unless we really need to. I think eventually, actually... I think I'm kind of planning on eventually swapping out most of the organic duplicates for bionics. And shifting them around as needed. Eventually, maybe to a different asteroid. Because the main asteroid, we're going to want a load of, like, 40 branching husbandry guys, right? Bionic dupes don't care about life or sleep, right? No, exactly. But they're defragmenting, so they don't care. Right, so you should start filling with oxygen now. And that should solve the Bionic duplicate breathing problem. Oh, you need to go refill your oxygen tank now. That's good timing. You're gonna go refill from the canister, like a good boy. No. Well, you do have the option now, so let's set this to priority 9. That should be way quicker for you than whatever this is. You're out of power again. Christ. I guess it's a function of how long it takes them to shift the power banks over versus how long it takes them to run the wheel, right? Well, you're pretty quick, so I feel like this is probably still a profit overall. You do a lot of ranching, all my researchers become ranchers. Yeah, exactly. But we didn't get 36 organic duplicates for nothing either, so pros and cons. Yeah, I guess remove that, and then we'll put the mini pod in here. So that will be... Yeah, we're not removing this room. I like having this room. It's... We don't need to have this... We're not going to hyper-optimize this asteroid like we are the main one. All we're going to do is set up the requisite tamers and export the right resources. This does not need to be super fancy, super complicated. But yeah, do build the mini pod. A lot of idle dupes now. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Do none of you have hard digging? Or are you all waiting to do construction digging? I think you may all be waiting to do construction digging, so let's just get you to dig this out. That's funny. Yeah, there you go. That solve most of the issue? I think it does. Yeah, there's a lot of you running in here now. Is that because of suit oxygen? It is. Do I have a problem with that? Not really. Frankie is late to the party. How's the sleep machine looking? Sleep machine's looking fine. Still only a scolding again. Yeah, you're gonna scold each time you go past the metal volcano. Maybe we just grab the cobalt from now on then. Oh, do you have a skill point? Oh, you need to activate this as well. Please do activate. And someone needs to come and sweep this up. Yeah, I do want a suit on this because there's no point pumping this when it's low on micrograms. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're gonna go get some power yourself. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that should be the only Priority 9 feature. I always think it'd be fun to build around match features, but then why not demolishing everything and getting annoyed with other things interfere with my perfect full hive rooms? Yeah. That's how I feel about the main asteroid, but like the second asteroid I don't really care too much. There really isn't that much we want over here. It's the metal volcanoes, the chlorine vent. There is, I believe there's a saltwater vent. Hold on, let's have a look. There is a saltwater vent. We've already found that, haven't we? I've just not dug it out. It's here, isn't it? Well, I do want to see what's over here. So I will queue this up and we'll come grab it when we get the appropriate digger. Yeah, that must be where it is. Interesting. I will also probably want to set up my own actual spawn over here eventually. I don't think there's that much of a need at the moment, because we have a lot of excess oxygen capacity on the other asteroid. Right. Ulti, do you have a skill? Oh, Mr. Lonely. I keep calling him Ulti by accident. Right. You can have booster processing, which means you get a digging booster, which you don't have. So we probably need to top up digging boosters again. Let's go ahead and do that. I need to go set the settings on this battery. Yeah, there you go. So you need to fill up and then you'll start running these again. Okay, so... let's go in the skills menu. This is the easier thing to do, for sure. Oh, I need to get you to make the digging thing. Make another 4 of these, I think. Yeah, microchips seem to be doing pretty well. So, We should not be low on power on these transformers and not activating these. So what's the issue with this? This is set to set a green signal when it's less than low threshold. But a red signal when it's more than high threshold until low threshold is reached again. I should have this set to like 95 or something then, right? Like, literally plug these in unless this is literally full. Use the juice. Should help avoid some of the wastage. Of course, the perpetual problem is all of these batteries are at slightly different levels, but I think it's fine. Right, what's going on over here? You are over here. Let me grab him. Go power up again. Oh, you're just on downtime now. Fair enough, fair enough. We go rest and heal on the triage card. Urgent, relax, self. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, there you go. So you just grab the friggin' oxygen. That will do. Cold oxygen. Slightly too cold for Sir. It's fair enough. I don't care. You're still gonna just put up with that. The burp! Yeah, I like it. Pretty efficient, I think. Yours landing? Okay. I think we're fine on that, aren't we? Oh, I guess we can see which meteors they are. Okay, so this time all the doors are closing correctly. Except for this one. This one's locked because there's no power, because... Did I think I may have connected exactly one extra than I should have. So I think what I'll do is I'll build the power wire down here as well. And then we'll disconnect this one. I counted wrong, my one weakness. Let's see if they're copper meteors. I'm curious, and to be honest, Mr. Lonely has plenty of stuff to do. He's not going to be lonely for that long. We can definitely get more dupes set up over there now. I think we've got the fundamentals going. I wonder how late is sociably acceptable for me to go and grab some more Pepsi from the Morrisons down the street. Because it's open quite a lot. It's open late because it's a petrol station as well. Hello, I would like 4 liters of your finest Pepsi, please. Ooh! Yeah, we've got the Regolith meteors. Great. And now we'll see everything explode, right? You're taking meteor damage through the tiles? Are you kidding me? I forget that happens. I don't want to move it up more than one tile, do I? I think I could just disable... I guess it'll get destroyed eventually, won't it? And then this could clog up. I mean... That's... Yeah, because each of these is going to get repaired with 10 kilograms of copper, and each of these meteors is dropping about 10 kilograms of copper. So that kind of misses the point, doesn't it? Just a little bit. Lord Fart Squad's having fun hanging out with the meteors. Does that mean I have to move this all up here? I can't exactly move these down. I think you need a 2-tile gap to not get damage. Right, well the good news is we have plenty of steel. I'm hoping we won't end up... Let's just survey what happens at the end of the meteors. Because if we don't have it going up to this tile, then that means we can just move the bunker tiles over and it's fine. Or the bunker doors over and it's fine. It's going to be annoying, but it was important that we actually test this. Because that way I'll remember it for future runs. Oh. Amazing. Yeah, I didn't protect any of this from meteors, did I? To be fair, I can just make this bunker tiles for now, right? I don't care about this. Actually, hold on. Do this for now. We're definitely going to break something over here. Right, they're opening. So I think this is a sign that I can actually just move the bunker doors up one tile. And we'll, we'll actually be Gucci. That's good. And I don't think I care about putting them over here, do I? I need to disable auto-repair all of these. And I need to suppress current notification on that. The solar panels are now overheating. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. So we don't want these to get auto-repaired. Yeah. Are these getting actively cooled? No. So we need to run conductive panels through this as well. Okay. Yeah, we need to run a conductive panel through each solar panel. Then. Right, I guess we've got a bit more work to do over here then. So let's just do these up now. I would appreciate it if the icon didn't disappear mid-clicking. Okay. That the setup seems to work. So that needs to go up there. The power wire. So you are building this. So this wire just needs to go all the way up here. That needs to come down here. Oh god. That's not going to work, is it? Yeah, just make it all out of aluminium, I guess. And then that's going to go over here. And then this one's going to go over here. And then... annoyingly... yeah, they're all breaking. Okay, so... induction panels need to go every 7. So what's that even going to look like? Probably not going to look very neat, is it? I mean... the issue with this is it skips one every now and then, doesn't it? Yeah, this one gets skipped. So I have to put an extra one in over here. Going to be very awkward. Okay. Looks like we only have to put one extra one. So this means what I need to do is I need to do this. I sure hope that nothing's going wrong on the other planet while we're doing this. I don't think it is. This is when I come back and I find Mr. Lonely is just a smoldering pile of ash. He hasn't told me. Now, the other question is, how conductive does this need to be? And the regolith is 300 degrees as well. So I probably do need to at least consider swapping out the coolant liquid at some point if it's going to get that hot. I'm hoping we don't have to. Stallone probably short-circuiting his own gunk. Yeah. I like that faith. Yeah, we're gonna keep that energy. It would be disappointing if it wasn't. Right, so yeah, please fix all of that. I guess that means as well, right, what's going on with the power wires? So, nothing else really needs to move. The conduction panel doesn't require a power wire. This has been built, which means I can actually remove this and cut this off and put this here. And that's appropriate for now. And then I need to think about where the last conduction panel is going to go, because we can't skip that one, unfortunately. So, oh god, which one is it? It's this one. Now, the other thing is, with these, I mean, I guess we'll just do it like this, right? Because we know it's going to be the awkward ones, so that's fine. Yeah, that's acceptable. The awkward thing is you can't use them as bridges. You can't put pipes in these sections. That'll be fine. And then once these are all built, we can remove the other ones. I suspect we're going to end up having the same access issues we had last time. Maybe, maybe not. Actually, they can walk along all of these now. I'm thinking we probably won't. Right, this stuff's all broken. Do I care? I care about this being broken. So remake this. I don't think I care about anything else being broken. Oh, I care about this. Then I don't care about this. And then it's just the solar panels, which you should be replacing. It looks like the rest of them have cooled down now. That's cooling down. Okay, it looks like the conduction panels are working pretty quickly to cool it down. Wait, really? Too bright. Wait, am I a fool? Are these actually working on these? I don't think they should be. I think some of them are just still overheating and they haven't told me yet. Right, that needs to be pretty known. I do need to go... Wait, we're out of Bionic power? What? Oh, there's no way you've exported all the power banks, is there? I told you to stop doing that, right? I did. Okay, so that means what exactly? Where's our empty eco power banks? We have 115 of them. So it's because these haven't been charging, because the power's been too low. Well then, I need to set this to like 10 and 20 then, because it's becoming a survival issue now. That's probably fine, right? If you're on a pipe through the bottom level of a solar panel, does it exchange heat? That's a good question. I don't know, but in any case, this is working again now. So... Is this still overheating? No, this is all nice and cool now. I don't think these have a lot of heat energy in them. Is this definitely all the hot ones? No, these are all the hot ones. I need to disable auto repair on all of these. I do need you to rebuild this one. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Just gonna have to deconstruct that one. They're cooling down, but it's a bit slow. Also, is this just full of hot material now? It is just full of hot material. I guess we're running up... We're running all the hot material through the tile as well. I'm very much expecting that to have some kind of heat situation. We're dumping it all in the hot ethanol as well. The shove bowl. Shove bowl, you're not helping. You're just eating all the regolith immediately. Get out of here, we don't want you. Get out of here. Oh, you're all doing the fire pole shimmy? Yeah, get that stuff out of there. It seems like this is not cooling fast enough. The conveyor rail of material should not be exchanging any heat. Do I need to put... Now, how do we speed this up? Do we use radiant pipe on the conduction panel? Does that work? The issue is, if we use radiant pipe, isn't the polluted water just going to burst immediately? Maybe not, because... Well, let's try it. I mean, we're going to break one builder or another, right? Aren't we? Not like we have any shortage of aluminium these days. Then remove this, remove this. I think even with the slight spaghettification of this design, it's still neater than the other one was. A shame it does not tessellate in 7 though. So you need to go here. Okay. Power banks are charging again, hopefully. We also need... Yeah, because if the other batteries are lower, this also should mean that less power gets wasted from the mechanical manual generators, right? What else is the situation? How's the chlorine in here? Chlorine is not good, because the vent's dormant. That's going to reactivate. Oh, it's going to reactivate now. Okay, that's convenient. You like to see it. You fix the notifier. Do you need to fix the notifier? I don't think you do. Just remove it. We don't need it anymore. Teleporter. You're ready. So we need to send over probably the digger next and then the researcher. So you get a digger booster. You've got the extreme digger booster. So we'll send Sonya over in a minute, and we'll make sure it's Sonya with the orange hats. Sounds good. Seems like the digging's going pretty well, actually. We'll let them keep doing that. Right, let's do the blind. We got like half an hour-ish left. I'm not sure we're gonna get a good shot of the other asteroid yet. Maybe we'll just use that shot of Ulti throwing up for the thumbnail. I'm very glad we got to test this though, because there were a few issues that were necessary to fix. I like the whole granite layer along here as well. I think it's pretty good. So hopefully this will start heating up the water slightly. You're still overheating. Got a buried object in vacuum again. Great. Does not seem to be heating up that quickly. Do not auto-repair these. Not working at all, is it? So what's the alternative? Because we have a load of... How do we conduct more heat through this more quickly? Do we just need more conduction panels? I was kind of hoping this polluted water would actually be absorbing that heat somewhat quickly. But it isn't. Yeah, because now you're actually just broken. Like, these are overheating and breaking before we actually cool them down with the cooling loop. When it's the big regolith meteors, it just dumps the mass. Can't have any liquid in here. The coolant is about 7 degrees. We can't really cool it down that much more. Otherwise, we would start to have freezing issues with the polluted water. And we have a lot of nectar, but we don't have enough nectar to do this. Oh, I need to replace all the automation wire as well. So this wire needs to go up here. There you go. What we got? Squash fries? Sure. Right, let's send Sonya over now. Can you use a more conductive material for the panels? Well, they're made of aluminium, so no. I could use more panels. Yeah, they're made of aluminium. The solar panels are made of glass. Right, Sonya, you can go in here, and then you can start doing all the digging tasks. I don't think I ever did a video on meteor defenses. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I typed up 300. Yeah. It's you, the dude with the funny mouth. Yeah, get in here, unequip suit, go. And we'll put the thing back. Seems good. Mealwoods are still not in a good situation. With the hydrogen. There's too much hydrogen. Okay, you're here now. Let's see, we can build the tile here, we can build the tile here. We can plug in wires over here. That seems fair enough. I guess I will just bring the wire down here for now. Feels less laggy now. I could go over here, I guess. And then just build tiles all over here. And then dig this. That's dirt. That's not going to hold that. Running a pipe through the bottom of the solar panel does heat exchange. It seems like a cheap fix. If not, it seems like a big waste of time. Try. Oh, Sonya under skill point. The other Sonya. Okay, that's fine. We get another medical booster. We do need at least one guy. We're sending over the gear bomb for now. That will stop being sufficient eventually. Let's put the apothecary in here. Doesn't need plugging in, does it? No. But we can do it with a lamp. So, actually, you know what? Put it here. Put it here, then we can build a tile here. And then sensor here, lamp here. Power wire can just come here for now. I think we'll just do that instead of this. Feels more efficient. And then automation. Go there. Now, importantly, we have someone who can do all the digging tasks. You should be set to above 1,000. Mr. Lonely is still a bit ill as well. So we will go and triage cop them once we get the doctor over here, but that'll be a while. And now what I can do is I can prioritize Sonya for digging and Mr. Lonely for building. Yeah, there you go. I think I want to move all this water somewhere. That's going to be irritating. So what's the plan? Because obviously if we spill all the water everywhere, then the Bionic dupes are going to get into a lot of trouble. I could just try tiling it for now, I guess, actually. Yeah, build that there, and then dig this. And then we'll see about just tiling it up. Because I would like to put the geotuners in here. And what exactly is that going to look like? Well, I'll put a door, a Iridia plant here. Right, get rid of the plant. Uproot this. I think we're off to a decent start. Right, you're open, but the oxygen level's still too low here. I think this will solve itself. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Right, okay, let's see. So... oh, Christ. Okay, automation wire. Oh, right, the power wire. That's what you're trying to build. Yeah, I should have known about that one. Right, so power wire, this could go here. That could be iron, I guess. Yeah, open those up gradually. I'm pretty sure running a pipe through the bottom of the solar panel doesn't cool it. but we'll test that at some point. Oh, right, you need tiles. Yeah. Okay. Tiles here. Do I just want you to build all of this now? Is there anything else I urgently need you to do? Probably not. You have Gear Bomb, you are doing the task. You, presumably, are going to do all this digging. Because I want to see where the saltwater vent is. You're currently just planning on doing this dig, that's fine. Alright, speed up again. It would be nice to get a couple more dupes over here. I don't think I really want to do rockets at the moment. We go power up, fair enough. You are sending the empty ones back, right? Oh. Yeah. So you need to send back empty power banks. Yeah, here you go. And then that wire... Oh, right, hold on. Yeah, cut this off. That's irritating. I believe we could hook this wire up here. And then you can send the extra power banks back to get charged. I guess I'll just tell you to deconstruct this. And this. Then... Don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't really mind which order you do these tasks in. Just do them all. Actually, you know what? Do the granite tiles afterwards. There's priority 5. Oh, I guess make these ones priority 9. Yeah, you're coming over here to dig now, right? That's good. Okay, yeah, let's see what's going on with this volcano. Saltwater, guys, is 7.4 kilograms per second, so that's another not very spiky one, I don't think. That's fine. I probably wasn't going to geotune this one anyways. Maybe. Maybe. God, we're going to have a lot of geotuners. We're actually going to have like a big block of them somewhere, aren't we? Does it just make sense to put them here? This probably actually makes more sense, doesn't it? It's free of obstacles. It's close to the teleporter. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I will have to tile this as well. But go ahead and tile that. Get down here. So this is going to be in the way of a couple of them. What would it look like if we were doing 4 tile high rooms? I think we just need to igneous tile all of this. I think we should stop generally making it out of granite. We just don't have much granite on this asteroid. Yeah. So we've got 4. Okay, so what we do is we have a 4x20 here. We can't fit the 4x20s here. So we can't fit all the geotuners in a nice neat bunch here. We don't have to fit them in a nice neat bunch. We can split it between a couple of rooms. It's not actually an issue. Because the fuel is going to be refined phosphorus and salt. So it's all inert fuel. So we can set that up pretty easily. I guess we don't really need to worry about this then, do we? Oh, you did dig this really quickly, didn't you? Oh, it's dormant. Oh, actually, here we go. I'm gonna open you up. And then we're gonna open you up. And then you're gonna spill on the iron volcano. And we're gonna analyze this when we get someone back here. That seems fair enough. Okay, so... yeah, I think this is a good enough plan for now. So if this is going to be a geotuner room, we need 5 geotuners. Yeah, so all I need to do is put a tile here. Remove... oh. We are kind of using this for access at the moment. I'll deal with that later. Move this. The plan is starting to come together. In any case, we could put all of the chlorine bent geotuners in here. These should be the top priority because we already have the salt to geotune here. So let's make this out of the hot iron. Right. Remove the heat from the iron. And then... I mean, I guess we'll just want a sensor and a light for each of these, won't we? Actually... I could totally just do it like this, couldn't I? For now. Oh, I need one at the end anyways. Okay, well, whatever. So, I think the plan would be something like this. And then... I mean, later on, we will want to mechanize everything, but that shouldn't be a priority to start. We may also need a bit more power to actually run this. So maybe we need to set up a couple more GO2. We need to set up a couple more power bank charges. I think I may have given you too much stuff to do now. So let's priority 9 the ladder, priority 8 all of this. That does not need worrying about immediately. Yeah, I just need you to do these tiles. What's Eduardo up to? Eduardo's fine. Oh, I need to get rid of the liquids. Why we got liquids down here? Why we got liquids? Probably more ice melting, right? It's about that time. Okay. Looks like we are slowly charging the power banks up again. How is the power overlay looking? It seems like this got fixed. Plug slug power is generally getting a bit wasted. What does that mean? It's because the plug slugs are plugged into this transformer. I could just shove some more batteries here. If this is actually getting wasted. This is not a huge issue. You ice melting, yeah. They're on the wire below. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, yeah. They're charging this wire. What the heck? Yeah, okay. Alright. We figured it out. We solved the family secret. This pump can just stay hooked up there, right? This should not be a bypass at all, then. That's definitely a legacy thing. Okay. They've probably been wasting their power for eons, but equally, we haven't been feeding them anything, so... They've just been biding their time, I suppose, right? I'll put some more batteries here anyways. Is this a problem with this? I don't think it is. We have enough salt water here anyways. Well, thank you very much for that, Ayla Avo. I can't believe it's been the case the entire time. I mean, not the entire time. It was originally hooked up, but then we disconnected it because it was running. Oh yeah, we just had this hooked up to the base power. Then we moved everything over to the transformers, and I think I thought this was still hooked up to the coal power. Right. Okay. Well, notwithstanding that, let's have a look. Yeah, gas pumps are using a lot of power. Manual generator overproduction. Okay. Good to know. Right. What's going on over here, then? You're building the ladder down here. That's good. I think we speed to it now. What we got? Print. More gloves. Hooray. My favorite. You can dig this as well. Good thing the wires are different colors or I wouldn't have noticed. Yeah. I did not notice for way too long. Got rooms full of chlorine now, that's good. You're filling with oxygen again. That's fine. Bionic Duplicants are a bit chilly. Yes. Probably should bring warm coats over here then, right? Do we have any warm coats? We do. Okay. Give this one to Sonia then. Oh, she's already wearing the pom-pom knit suit. Well, this is probably a bit more important. Who's got the rest of the pom-pom knits? We're giving these to all the Bionic dupes now. Wait, does everyone have a radiation sickness because they've been working in space? That's hilarious. And then ulti. Okay, let's go fix whatever's going on over here now. So, that's all done. So, remove that wire. Cut this off. Connect this. Then remove all of this. Remove all of this. And then remove all of this. Did fancy clothes have a small amount of insulation or only the warm coats? I think only the warm coats. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Right, that should solve the damage to the copper at least, but I think we're going to have to come back and fix the solar power issue. But now, I could also get you to just build some bunker tiles over here. Oh, we don't have enough steel? Yeah, well, we'll fix that in a minute. We should fix the issues with these solar panels before we hook up more, I think. We do have the glass. It's going to require more transformers, though. What about the automation wire? That could all go too, right? Yeah, get out of there. There's Ruby. Ruby, you've definitely trapped yourself. Really? Tell you to leave all that stuff in there? This should allow you to escape, right? Oh, right. You've got the abyss light here. No? You've got this abyss light here. Well, you could do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna get done. You know what you want to do. Right, let's keep it on speed 2 for now. Looks like that's sorting itself out. That's good. This pipe. Alright, I need to eventually sort these pipes out. I'm not doing that today. We do eventually need to sort that out. Sonia is defragmenting. That's... Oh, right. Hold on. We don't need the dupes to defragment over here. So, Sonia, you can work. Sorry, Sonia. You guys have a pretty specific list of things you need to do. This is now sealed. That's now a barracks. That's good. Missing plumbed wash station. Yeah, that ain't happening for a while. Possibly never. Let's put hand sanitizer in here with all the bleach stone. Right, the ladder is now built down here. I think what I want to do is I want to put the door here as well. I want you to priority 9 this stuff. And then I also want you to dig out these tiles. Pile that up as well. I just want to move the ladder over here so we can actually get up and down this way. Things are starting to speed up. We've got more dupes. We've got more work. I'm kind of running out of time, but I would very much like to geotune this today. The only thing is, we're going to have to... If we're going to teleport over the dupe, the researching dupe, then we've got to wait another 3 cycles. We're not going to get 3 cycles done today. So, we're just going to have to wait on that. Which means I will probably wrap it up at the end of the cycle. But at least we got the chlorine coming back. So the puffs are getting looked after. That's important. And we have got a plan, even if it's a little bit slapdash. What I could do is I could stick the tiles here. I could easily just shove another geotuner up here. That won't be an issue. And then this one, we will only be able to fit 3 geotuners in here. The same for this one. Well, actually, this one could have 5 as well. So it's just that one there. And I guess you could do that. And dig all of this. So yeah, we'll figure that out later. But tiles, let's see, doors, I can go there, I can go there. That can all be priority 7. See how the digging goes. I'm sure we're going to get someone trapped. Steeler, you're not trapped, you're just bored. Bored until prompted. I love how we built this thermal aquatuner for the polluted water and it's not run once. Because this hasn't got hot enough yet. All the solar panels are now cooled down to pretty low temperatures. Yeah, you're getting a radiation sickness out here. Right, this is all done. That's good. So... do I really want you to keep building bunker tiles all the way out here? No, no I don't. No, I don't. This is stupid. If anything, I should bunker this bit, but... yeah, that's not going to be a good idea. What I'm tempted to do is literally just this. We'll reclaim the steel later. We don't really need the steel for now. I mean, we're making the steel fairly quickly. Eventually we'll need it for the thermal aquatuners for the planet, but that's not going to happen for another couple of streams, I don't think. We got to get the geotuners working first. We got to get the rest of the stuff sorted out as well. I probably want to leave the bottom two open, don't I? And just put a ladder here. Actually, do I even need it? Okay. I get it. Do that. And then... already knowing this. Let's have a look over here. I guess you're just prioritizing digging everything now. That's okay. That is literally what you're here to do. Liquid exposure. Yeah. Okay. Cracking on with this. That's good. We got the dream team working over here. The dynamic duo. So this ladder can get removed. And then this tile can get replaced. Good. And then once you've done that ladder, put this here. And then we can get this ready. So that's all going to be priority 9. Is that actually ready? I think this is ready. Well, I could put the bathroom lights in as well. That's fine. My frame rate is... yeah, it's not good. No. I don't mind having a low frame rate in this game because of the cartoony style. But yes, it's not good. My poor laptop is turning into a space heater in real life. This is why the funding goal is for a new computer. The laptop is doing its best, but cooling is not its strong point. This is thermal throttling, not anything else. Cozy for winter time. I know, right? This room is amazing in winter. You don't need to heat it at all. In summer, it's less ideal. Like, it's manageable at the moment, but if you get like a 30-degree day, there have been days where it's been so hot we've not streamed. Imagine playing this on a ROG or a Steam Deck. This is a Asus TUF Gaming F15. So, I mean, it pretty much is a ROG. It's quite a high-spec ROG, but yes, the cooling is not great. I have a fan stand underneath. I feel like it's not doing that much. And I feel like the only real solution to this is liquid cooling. Because the air cooling is not good enough for this. Or maybe I need to get in there and add more thermal paste, but I really don't want to be messing around with a laptop like that. Like, I didn't mind installing some extra RAM, but like repasting a laptop, an A16, no, an F15. Is there a plastic chassis or a metal one? It's a metal chassis. Quite hot to the touch. If this had a plastic chassis, I would not be entertaining playing it in these conditions. Bliss bursts. No. It usually gets to about 86 degrees C, and then it doesn't get any hotter than that. Then it starts lowering frames. And it's done that for a while, so I'm not sure whether that's good or bad, but it's done that since I've had it. I have an aluminium cooling pad. Oh, that's true. Yeah, so the cooling pad I have, it has got a metal surface, but it's got the fans. I'm pretty sure this is a metal surface. Feels like metal. I think it's just the laptop case itself. Yeah, obviously, we know the conductive properties of aluminium. That's very true. Let's have a look at the colony report again. I'm curious. What's going on here now? Looks like overproduction. Well, that's clearly not correct. We haven't wasted 4 kilojoules of plug slug power. Put a bunch of thermal paste between the laptop and the cooling pad. Should I just submerge my whole setup in mineral oil? Would that help? Yeah. I could just fill my entire room with mineral oil. I'm sure the fish would enjoy that. Right, let's have a look at this. Something ain't right. It's not charging. Not charging the battery. It's all going into the transformer instead of the battery. If I cut this off. Wait. What? What you talking about, Willis? What is going on with this? I have plug slugs, I have a wire, I have batteries. They ain't charging. What gives? Something ain't right. And it's not on my end. Oh. Was it visually bugged? It is visually bugged. Well, that's not good. I think that might be because... Is that a mod issue? That's not good. Right, on that note, I think we're going to go wrap it up. But it's going okay. So we've adjusted our meteors slightly. I will get into start deconstructing all of this. We've adjusted our blast doors so they're one level higher up. That should be fine. I'm not convinced we've solved the cooling issue for the solar panels. So I'm going to have to investigate that further. We have dug out a large swath of the asteroid now. There's not a lot of territory left. We could dig out this zone, technically, but there's not really a lot here we even need to dig out. The only bit we have remaining is the Paku area, and then the whole asteroid has more or less been cleared out. We're gradually pumping in the polluted oxygen as well, still. The Pufts are trying their best, but they haven't really succeeded. There's actually some polluted oxygen in here now. I'm not sure how this has even happened. Because these are disabled. Oh, I let the cycle roll over again. Well, maybe we let it run a bit longer because we want the music to come back. Bleachstone stocks are still going up, as we would expect. And this asteroid is getting sorted. We've actually built the geotuners. We do need to build the light sources. That needs to be done next. You need to actually do these tiles now. And then I guess put a door here for now. And then that can be... Oh, this doesn't even need to be a room actually, does it? So don't worry about that. We're not going to get the plumbed bonus. And then we need to set these to the chlorine vent. That's what we need to do. Anything else we want to sort out? Oh, you're grabbing all the granite in here? This is where all the granite is now? Hilarious. Ever since it changed the critter drop-off, Puffs have been a dream to work with. Yeah, they've been alright. I'm not sure why the pipe has been letting in the wrong gases. Let's have a look. It's possible that the wrong gases were coming in from the chlorine vent. But I don't think that would have been the case. I may get rid of one of you and add a dense puft again. Now, you guys are busy wrangling guys because there's no puff princes in the rooms. You need to wrangle the puff princes. And also, it looks like they're not moving the puff princes out of these rooms. So something not quite right has happened here. I think what I actually need is I need another drop-off in here. I need to set this to the same, or another pickup, and I need to set this to the same signal. So let's do that before we leave, because I don't want to keep manually grabbing these guys. Now you're desperately trying to fill these. Yeah, there you go. Wait. You added an extra guy. Oh, I see. That's a mild issue, isn't it? And also, you weren't supposed to be the one in here anyways. Get out of here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Move you. Right, this needs to go here. And then this needs to be set to the same automation signal as all of this. So let's build that now, so I don't forget about it. We've still got the issue where they're coming in and wrangling these guys when they need filling. If there aren't any puff princes in here. So what I could do is say, if this is open and this is red, i.e. no more puff princes needed, then you can dump more guys in here. But then they'll be leaving it empty. They'll left it empty if there's not puff princes. I'll think about that another day. We're gradually solving the issues with this. I don't want to spend too much time in it on one stream. But this should be a start. I thought they were just going to move the puff princes into here. But this is just because I know we're getting less of these eggs in general, and we want the puff princes available on demand. Wow, they've really trussed up all of these guys. These guys are all starving, that does make sense. You gonna build this now? Cool. Okay, so set this to the same setting. 0, 0, yeah. Cool. This stuff is all still working. Brain machine is still working. You're handing out balloons. It's kind of funny. You're working again, that's great. Okay, the hydrogen... The excess hydrogen has left this room now, that's good. We had way too much in here. Okay. I think this is good enough for now. We're gradually moving the material over for the motion sensors for the bathrooms. And the apothecary. Well, we should be in a position where as soon as we can send the guy over, we can start geotuning that. It's just speed 3 at the end of the day. How fast does it actually go on speed 3? This is where the computer just explodes. We got a fair few microchips now, that's good. Don't know exactly what boosters I want to make. Let's actually... No, I'll think about that tomorrow. We're not sending anyone over yet anyways. It's a bit weird that these weren't showing up properly. I'm beginning to think that's the source of the fast track issue. I'm thinking occasionally fast track works in such a way where it doesn't calculate the plug slug power properly. That would be slightly frustrating. We're still making more steel. I can get you to just come and do this, can't I? It does seem like I'm not getting significantly more frames on 1 speed than 3 speed. It's quite funny just watching them all zip along over here. Yes, at least we have a meteor-proof wall here now. We got some regular old water over here. That's quite funny. Is this actually heated up? Yeah, from the meteors. Fast slideshow mode. Yeah, exactly. Gordon Bennett. So I've been running you for a little while, but I think we should still have plenty of phosphorus. How much faster is the game progressing at speed 1 than 3? Debatable. A little? It does seem like it is running faster. Not a lot faster, but somewhat faster. Well, I was never a speedrunning channel anyways. What's going on with this? Yes, bombs are all fine. Stuff is running out of power a little bit. Right, okay. We're there. Let's save it. Let's head out. Thumbnail will be Ulti throwing up in the kitchen. And then next stream, we will have a thumbnail of the new asteroid. So yeah, I think it's going well. We just got to be persistent. Let's have some music. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, everyone. If you're still here from Carrie Actually's raid earlier, thanks very much for hanging out. Your continued patronage and viewership means a lot. It's nice hanging out. I always like hanging out with you guys. This run's going really well. We're getting stuff sorted. We're in a pretty good spot now. But just, like, as soon as the DLC releases, we can just go and play with that immediately. There's no burning issues on this asteroid that desperately needs solving. It's just iterating now. So, getting the geotuned resources from the... Oh, whoops. Getting the geotuned resources from the metal volcano and the chlorine vent is a priority. Once that's done, space exploration so we can get thermium. I think that's actually the next thing to do. So it's probably going to be rad bolts for rad bolt rockets. Luckily the game is paused while you're not playing it. True. Alrighty, the YouTube channel's over here. All the VODs are going on there. No more streams until Friday. I'm going to try and get the Bionic Booster Pack review out before then. We'll see. And the Discord is here where people post about Oxygen Not Included and other things. I like posting in the other rooms. I just post random music videos that I find funny and things. But yeah, let's go raid someone. Who are we gonna go raid? What is the situation? Other than the fact that I need more Pepsi. Let's go raid Nethercloud because they're playing Dyson Sphere Program, and we're currently waiting for that to come out of early access. I feel like we might be waiting a while for that to come out of early access. Oh, hold on. What's this? There, get out of there. Alright. I'll see you guys Friday. Bye for now.